Hey guys, when you're watching this, it's Wednesday, but when I'm making this video, it's Tuesday, and I am sitting outside. My dogs were here a second ago, but they're not anymore. I'm sitting outside because it's so pretty today, so I hope that on Tuesday you got to go outside and play some. But today we're going to read chapter number, well, I can't remember. I think it's 12. Yep, we're going to read chapter 12. This one's a short one, so our video is not going to be very long today, okay? But if my dogs come back before my video is over, I'll show them to you when we're finished, okay? All right, so here's chapter 12. This chapter is called Medicine and Magic. Very, very quietly, making sure that no one should see her, Polynesia then slipped out of the garden across to the prison. She found Gub-Gub poking his nose through the bars of the window, trying to sniff smells that were coming from trying to sniff the cooking smells that came from the palace kitchen. She told the pig to bring the doctor to the window because she wanted to speak to him. So Gub-Gub went and woke the doctor, who was taking a nap. I need you to listen, whispered the parrot when John Dolittle's face appeared. Prince Bumbo is going to find a ship for you, and then he will come here tonight and to unlock the prison doors. Have everyone ready to leave. How on earth, the doctor started to ask. But Polynesia quickly hissed, "Shh, quiet, the guards are coming," and she flew off. The prince was as good as his, or Polynesia's word, and late that night he came to the prison. "Oh, great doctor," he said, "I have come to set you free and have made ready a ship for you." So then the prince, taking a bunch of copper keys from his pocket, undid the great double locks. And the doctor with all his animals ran as fast as they could down to the seashore, while Bumbo leaned against the wall of the empty dungeon, smiling after them happily. And when they came to the beach, they saw Polynesia and Chi-Chi waiting for them on the rocks near the ship. Then the Push-Me-Pull-You, the white mouse, Gub-Gub, Dab-Dab, Jip, and the owl, Tutu, went onto the ship with the doctor. But Chi-Chi, Polynesia, and the crocodile stayed behind because Africa was their proper home, the land where they were born. And when the doctor stood up on the boat, he looked over the side across the water, and then he remembered that they had no one with them to guide them back to Puddleby. Because remember, the Chi-Chi and Polynesia had helped them get to Africa on their boat, so now he doesn't know who's going to help them get back. The whole wide sea looked terribly big and very lonely in the moonlight, and he began to wonder if they would lose their way when they passed out of sight of land. But even while he was wondering, they heard a strange whispering noise high in the air coming through the night, and the animals all stopped saying goodbye and listened. The noise grew louder and bigger. It seemed to be coming nearer to them, a sound like the autumn wind blowing through the leaves of a tree, or a great, great rain beating down upon a roof. And Jip, with his nose pointing and his tail quite straight, said, "Birds, millions of them, flying fast, that's it." And then they all looked up, and there, streaming across the face of the moon like a huge swarm of tiny ants, they could see the thousands and thousands of little birds. Why do you think the birds looked like tiny ants? Talk about that question. Soon the whole sky seemed full of them, and still more kept coming, more and more. There were so many that for a little while they covered the whole moon so it could not shine, and the sea grew dark and black as it does when a storm cloud passes over the sun. And at that moment all these birds came down close, skimming over the water and the land, and the night sky was left clear above, and the moon shone as before. Still never a call or a cry, nor a song they made, no sound but this great rustling of feathers, which grew greater now than ever. And when they began to settle on the sands along the ropes of the ship, anywhere and everywhere except the trees, the doctor could see that they had blue wings and white chests and very short feathered legs. As soon as they had all found a place to sit, suddenly there was no noise left anywhere. All was quiet and all was still. And in the silent moonlight, John Dolittle spoke. "I had no idea that we had been in Africa so long. It will be nearly summer when we get home, for these are the swallows going back." Okay, if you'll remember, we talked about how birds fly south where it's warmer for the winter, so they stay warmer. So now The winter's over, and it's springtime, almost summer again, so the birds are flying back. Swallows, I thank you for waiting for us. It's very thoughtful of you. Now we need not be afraid that we will lose our way upon the sea. Pull up the anchor and set the sail. And when the ship moved out upon the water, those who stayed behind, Chi-Chi, Polynesia, and the crocodile, were terribly sad. For never in their lives had they known anyone they liked so much as Dr. Dolittle of Puddle Beyond the Marsh. And after they had called goodbye to him again and again and again, they still stood there upon the rocks, crying and waving till the ship was out of sight. Here's a picture. Oh, my book got wet. Here's a picture. There's a crocodile, and there's, I think, maybe that's Chi-Chi or Polynesia. There they are, waving to Dr. Dolittle as he sails away. All right, that's the end of chapter 12. But I hope that you guys are getting to do some Freckle at home and some reading A to Z and maybe even a little bit of Prodigy. And remember, if you need your Prodigy username or password, tell your parents to send me a dojo message and I'll send it to you, okay? I hope that you get to play outside some this week because it's supposed to be pretty the rest of the week. And yeah, oh, before I go, here's one dog. Cashew. There's Cashew. Masai, come here. Come here. This is Masai. Where is he? There he is. Can you say hi? No? Okay. Well, there's two of my dogs. There's one more, but she's still inside. All right, guys. I love you so much, and I miss you, and I hope that you are getting some work done and having fun with your families and getting to play outside. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.